Hello world, Wave Time here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. As you can see, a creeper managed to get to my linking book as I was running away, blew up the stand. Thankfully, the linking book is still operational, but what have you. So currently, I'm making a few diamonds, gonna convert it to gold, and what I'm going to need to do in this episode is start making a few logistics pipes. Now, I was looking at the recipe and all of these require the standard logistics pipe. And the request pipe needs gold gears or redstone golden chipsets, and so does the normal one, though that also requires a diamond transport pipe, which is simple to make. So I converted a bunch of the diamond into gold, and I think what I'm going to do right now is go over to my crafting table, throw the gold in, select the redstone, golden redstone chipsets, and then I'll pull the lever. Now I'm still only have it set to 6 engines, so I think that will be enough. And since everything is cooled down and really fueled up, I'm going to flip the switch. And I'll also close down some processes in my background. One moment. Now that is much better. So it's slowly plugging away at the golden chipset. So while that is working, I think it would be a good idea to get the other thing, which is the diamond pipe. I'll need to find the diamond pipes. Diamond. I need diamond. I'll throw you back in, and that's not quite enough. Let's get a few diamonds. Okay, so let's go for 2 more. Heck, now that we got the ball rolling. Okay, I'm gonna change this Eternalist fuel to Mobius fuel, and I think I want to make a Cleanse Star Ain. It's the very first Cleanse Star, so here we go. I'll want to make this so that I'll be able to start charging it and use alchemical items of power. And since the Ain is a very, well, maybe not the most efficient storage, but it is still storage, I'll throw it into a collector here and gobble up all of the energy that I can. I'll need to take you back. I said back. Shift click won't work there. Huh, that's actually quite interesting. And gobble up the excess energy that is stored there. Good. Now with an Ain charging up, I'm going to want to make a few more items. And I think while working, I should start creating my very first solar flower. But before I do that, I think it'd be a good idea to get an item that I've actually been longing for. With teleport pipes, because teleport pipes no longer use a hackish way to force load chunks, there is a mod, well, the teleport mod adds something that's called the chunk loading block. When this block is placed in the world, it'll force the chunk that it's in and the ones adjacent to it to force load. So if I put this, I think a hidden place like this would be a good idea. Not there. Yes, there. Like here. And now it's nicely hidden from view. If I press F9 by default, but that's my recording button. I'll press F12, and the chunks that are force loaded will appear in highlight. So this is the chunk that is force loaded, the one that has the block in it, and these are the adjacent chunks. Now this will be good to keep this engine network going constantly, and it will also it'll keep it going constantly, and it'll make sure that it doesn't blow up if those if this isn't switched on. Now I don't actually think I have it switched on. There we go. Might be a good idea to have all of the machinery working. And an interesting thing about this chunk loading block is that other than the fact that I have it set to the same key that is moving my frame counter, it actually works while you are in a different world. So I can have several different networks of stuff working in Mistcraft in different ages. So for instance, I can sit here in my intact and not touchable crossroads base, and I won't be, and all of the stuff like the golden chipset will continue to be made and hallelujah. And I can also put that sort of stuff here, so when I go away, it'll continue smelting. So if I press my F12 button, it's now a force chunk that will load, and these will continue forever until I decide to stop them. Very good for when I want to go away at long periods of time, and also want to keep the energy flowing into that system. So let me go back into my world, and if I'm correct in calculating it, the golden chip set should be at 4 or 5. Or not. I'll need to check that a bit more. Okay, so I got a cleanse star working. I got a bunch of other stuff in the works. So I'm thinking that I should start making some sort of auto crafting network. Let me just figure out how I'd want to tackle that and where I might actually want to tackle it. Okay guys, I'm back, and I decided that for some automatic crafting, I'd probably want some sort of module right here. This automatic crafting network will pretty much be using automatic crafting tables and crafting pipes from the logistics pipes mod. Now, before you say, hey, you're just making this place obsolete, not really. This thing is probably going to be designed for mainly crafting logic circuits, since the logic circuits will take a lot of effort when I have a bunch of logic circuits that I'll need. So I'll keep this, and I will make a module here and have some sort of pipe going to the surface up to a request pipe for when I want a particular item. So I think it'll be good to knock out this wall, power up my pickaxe a bit to go expedite the process, and okay, for each thing I am going to need to get diamond pipes, and I'm going to need a bit of lapis lazuli to make the crafting pipes. Let's see, I need to make logistic pipes, the basic one, which will require lots of glass and redstone torches. I think I have a chest pretty much full of redstone torches. I'll throw you in here, and I think I'll have enough lapis to last me for quite a bit. This I'll need later, and the builder, I'll put in those. I'm gonna need to find a way to sort this stuff much more efficiently. Ah yes, my redstone torches are all in here. I think that'll be enough. And I'll get some diamond to make the diamond pipes. And that stuff is probably upstairs right now, and I'm gonna need to make a linking book on the top of there because I don't have a Evertide to swim my way up. Ah, glass. Good. Let's make our diamond pipe. Diamond pipes, and I'll go back to the oil well. Now, when I start expanding upon my base, I'm probably going to need to make some sort of in-between intermediate crossroads, which is pretty much one age to act as a crossroad containing like 4 linking books to a designated area. So say, for instance, I'd have a linking book called Project Gamma, which will bring me to an area which has 4 books in the Project Gamma section. So, if I use this place as an example, one would link right over there, one would link at the top of that building, one inside the building in my project area, and one possibly back to the crossroads, so I'll be able to go to other intermediate linking ages. I've got 6 over here, so 6 complete. This will continue working, and in the meantime I'll be able to create a bunch of other stuff. Now 6 engines for 6 lasers might be a bit of overkill. Though I will probably have to, I should probably buy Space Toad's manual. He's worked quite a bit on it, and it'd only be right. Now, let's see. I gotta make sure that I'm not a complete idiot with this crafting recipe. Though you guys probably know, complete idiot? Him? Yep. Pretty much. So, redstone torches. And we got enough. So we got some basic logistics pipes. That's good. Now, what I'll need, I think, are crafting logistics pipes, which will require glowstone dust and a basic logistics pipe. So, I'll quickly link over there. And yeah, so on the part of 1.2.5, most of the major mods have managed to make stuff for that version. What I'm really waiting for is EEPower, and that is going to be updated soon anyway, so I won't have to wait too long for EEPower to update. Got some of these to work with, and I'll need some glowstone. So only EEPower I need to wait for. All the other mods are pretty much done and updated. I'm not sure when I want to update though. And if I want to start a new world for EEPower when it comes out. It's a few things that I'm going to have to ask myself when that comes. And where did I put those blast chests? And they were staring at me the entire time. Now, to make sure everything's working, I'm going to have an intermediate, not really an intermediate, a supply chest that's going to be connected to the logistics network that I'm going to be making. And I'm not sure entirely what each of the things are, so I will need to figure that out while I am working, and it will definitely be a lot fun. Let's see, I'll need to get some glowstone also, and I'll lay down some pipes. In the meantime, I won't need another one of those for a bit, and cobblestone pipes will do quite well. I'll have crafting tables here, a lot of crafting tables. And then I'll need the crafting pipes here, and these will probably connect to the crafting pipes if the crafting pipes do not connect to one another. So I'll put that in there for now. It's easily removable and sucked in because of the black hole band. And I'm going to say, let there be glowstone. And then there was glowstone. Okay, now that I have the glowstone, I can make some automatic crafting pipes. Let's make 2 in the meantime. Blah. And I'll put some request pipes. Oh, request pipes are going to need golden chipsets. And I don't have any of those right now, so I guess I'll have to make... What the... Give me my Philosopher's Stone. You no takey. Okay, now the only reason I made 2 was because I only have 2 automatic crafting tables currently. So I think I'm gonna have to set these to do some logic components. This will make cathodes, as you see. And if I have any redstone, which is way over here. Redstone. These will make anodes. Now I think the provider would just... Oh, did I actually craft those? Stupid me. And these will make the anodes. Now if I'm right... Connect. Okay, they can connect to each other. So we'll have that go in there. And set this using the wrench to import. And import. Put a bunch of the stone wafers and junk in here. And I think we can set this so that it's a provider pipe instead. Provider pipes will basically initiate the crafting of the stuff in here. So if I take this out and it gets sucked in, let's just leave that there, and provider is one of those and one of those in that order, and please be correct. Okay, good. Now I'll want this to provide... Nope, that's not how providers work. This will be set so that it'll provide items from this chest into here. Now, I'll probably need a separate thing that'll require a certain amount of items to come into a separate chest. Separate chest here, and there will be another logistics pipe. It's not the crafting, and I don't know if it's the supplier pipe, which will require that lapis lazuli that we have earlier. Now if I supply this to have like half a stack of each of these items, the system should just craft a bunch of that stuff. So knock this out, put that in, edit it, and I will want to craft one of these items in the meantime. And I'll need that cathode to say, hey, I will want half of these in. So right click to add the items in. So we'll want 32 to keep it nice and clean, and we'll want to maintain 32 in this. And for kicks, we'll allow partial requests. So if this starts well, it'll take items from that chest, craft them in the crafting tables, and then send all of the items that are needed in here. Now it looks a bit glitchy. Not all of the items will find their way in there right away. So it's going to have to take its sweet little time. If there, the way, I guess a way to expedite the process would to be to put iron pipes somewhere so that they wouldn't just go zoom zoom everywhere. Maybe an iron pipe right here so it doesn't buffer back. Though I guess it would need to buffer back after a while. There must be an easier way to do this. And it looks like everything's settling down and got all of the items that are required. Okay, now in turn, this item buffer will probably need to I gotta figure that out. Let's see. I want this also to be able to provide items somehow to go in to other logic areas. So I might have to have something to send all these items back to this supply chest so that it'll be able to take more items. It'll be able to use the items from this chest to go to, like, say if I need a timer, it'll make those. I'm thinking that my red power idea is a bit cleaner since I won't have anodes just flying everywhere, since that would just be not much fun at all. Okay, we got rid of all the redstone anyways. There probably is a way to clean all of this up, though I do not know. I'll need to do some experimentation, but in the meantime, I think it'd be best to craft quite a few more of these automatic crafting tables and these pipes. Maybe there's something like cannot connect to others or some other thing. Wait, what does the satellite option do? Does it paint a path the shortest distance? Ah, well, it shouldn't create enough lag to get my knickers in the knot, so I will go get a lot more wood and find a way to get what I want, really. Away! Sorry that this episode was so long. If you would like to continue to part 2 of this episode, please click the sign to my right.